Now, with hundreds of aging buildings, redevelopment is on the top of the mind for most Mumbaikars. Societies by the dozen are wooed by developers looking to expand into prime localities. However, in the rush to redevelop, there have been many instances of projects left unfinished and residents left homeless. So what should you look out for before you decide to go in for redevelopment? Nikhil Sivadas talks to experts and gets you this checklist.
Redevelopment is a big theme in land-starved Mumbai. Developers are in a mad rush to convince residents to allow them to tear down their old buildings and put up larger houses in their place. While that is a win-win proposition, homeowners should not overlook the dark side of opting for this. Numerous societies have signed up for redevelopment only for projects to remain stuck in limbo for years altogether. So what can residents do to ensure that the redevelopment process goes off without a hitch?
Getting a feasibility study done by a good consultant. By that, the society and the residents know that what is the true potential of their premises, and when subsequently they reach out to developers, they know which developers are quoting realistic terms, which developers are quoting really optimistic terms, and they can very well validate the developers' proposals in line with the feasibility study that they have done.
The next step is to ensure that residents are taken care of while construction takes place. This simple checklist will go a long way in making sure of that. Vacate the building only after all approvals in the form of intimation of disapproval are in place. This process can take a while and will save you the trouble of relocating early. Ensure that the agreement contains a delay clause specifying when the project will be completed and the penalties if the builder delays it. Residents are entitled to rental payments from the developer for the duration of the redevelopment. The extent and limit for these payments must be clearly mentioned. Finally, and very crucially, ensure that a rental escalation clause is present to account for hikes in rents during the redevelopment process.
The credibility of the developer does come into play. In terms of escalation, one can't predict what the escalation should be. A reasonable escalation would be 10%. In case the rents have escalated beyond what is put on the paper, then they have the developers here and to ensure that they are not put into that kind of discomfort. And we have been escalating rents beyond whatever we have put on paper as a brand. So again, it comes back to the credibility problem.
But what options do residents have when a project remains stuck with no movement from the developer's side?
If it is on account of developers' delay, the society can recover the money in terms of bank guarantee, and if the delay is massive, the society has the right of cancelling that agreement and appointing a new developer.
These are just a few of the ways in which residents can ensure that they are not at the mercy of the government or builders. After all, redevelopment is vital for Mumbai's growth. All it needs is a little bit of care and caution to ensure that the process benefits both the residents as well as the builder. From Mumbai, Nikhil Sivadas, NDTV.